Sources tell ABC News former President Trump's attorneys are meeting with the special counsel's team today. That meeting comes after prosecutors informed the former president he was the target of their investigation into alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election. That's a strong indication an indictment could be imminent. Senior reporter Catherine Falders joins me now, along with ABC News legal contributor Kimberly Whaley, for more. Catherine, let's just start with the basics. What's the latest here?
Well, we know that the former president's lawyers are currently at special counsel Jack Smith's office for a meeting. This is something that happened last time before the Mar-a-Lago indictment and typically happens before any indictment comes down. We know that they're meeting this morning. What is said in that meeting, we don't know, but we know that such a meeting has been on the table ever since the former president received that target letter, which was just about 2 weeks ago. So outside the court here is where we are across town. We know that this January 6th grand jury is in, we believe, and they have to be in to return any form of indictment. Now, we don't know when that will come or if that will come today, but there is definitely heightened activity here in this courthouse.
Yeah, I know you're watching that closely. Kim, what do you make of this meeting, and what does it tell you, if anything, about if or when an indictment could come down?
Well, we know that Donald Trump's lawyers received the target letter, which, of course, a target means that there's a bullseye on Donald Trump's back from this grand jury. He's not a witness. He's not sort of somebody of interest. There are charges that could be actually contemplated here. So the letter also gave his lawyers an opportunity to present him to the grand jury. They declined that. So presumably the government is sitting down and making a proffer of the kind of evidence they have against Donald Trump. So as we wait for what the grand jury is going to do, I think it's probably inevitable there will be some kind of indictment that comes down shortly. Whether it's this week or next week, it's hard to indicate or to speculate, I should say. But this is an important development that they're having this meeting.
Now, Trump's team received this target letter nearly 2 weeks ago. So, Catherine, what are you learning about what the special counsel's team has been doing since then?
Well, we know that since that target letter, they did speak last week to additional witnesses. One of those witnesses was Will Russell, who's a current aide to the former president down in Florida. But since then, this is the first day this week that we've spotted the grand jury, at least that the grand jury is in today. So they've talked to witnesses, and it appears that they're just tying up loose ends as this indictment looms.
Kim, if an indictment does come down, what kind of charges do you expect to see?
Well, it sounds like it could include conspiracy to defraud the United States. I think that's an important one because a conspiracy requires a meeting of the minds with more than one person or an agreement. So the question there would be, well, would Donald Trump be the only one named in this indictment? Could there be other people, or would they be unindicted co-conspirators? There are questions potentially around his fundraising after the January 6th insurrection, around the lie that the election had been stolen. There could be wire fraud, sort of financial crimes relating to that. There's possible witness tampering. Liz Cheney mentioned that as part of the January 6th committee. And then there's a charge potentially around a civil rights violation. This is an old law, but it's been used regarding election fraud, and potentially that has a lower question on intent. For all prosecutions in criminal context, proving a state of mind is going to be difficult. And Donald Trump's defense with respect to January 6th would be, listen, I didn't go there. I had no intention of seeing what happened happen. I was just doing my thing as a candidate. And that's, I think, all along one of the things that is particularly thorny with respect to a January 6th indictment against Donald Trump versus the hundreds of people that have already been in the criminal justice system for actually participating in the raid on the Capitol.
All right, Catherine Falders, Kim Whaley, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.